Hey everyone, welcome back to more Premier Drafts in Midnight Hunt. Last time, we got our first, I think this is our first run that went only 3 wins. Albeit, 3 wins is the minimum you want to reach. We hit our minimum. I'm proud of that much. But we do have to be careful. We do not want to go less than 3, and we want to go more as many times as possible. We want to, 5 is where you start making gems, and, this has been a very profitable format for us. And just last time, it became just breaking even, so that's a little concerning. We're hoping to change that, get ourselves... Last time we did tricolor, that might have been our mistake. We just had so many good black-white cards, even though we were past only green, really. Well, guess what? This rare is one of the best rares in the format. You resolve this on turn 2, you often win the game. So first off, 2 mana, 2/3 lifelink. Great card. Nice little synergy with other disturb cards. Then it has the ability that, for 4 mana, you can, you get a 4 mana 3/2 flyer, which is a Gale Drifter. That's a good enough card. And then it also has, basically Morbid Opportunist trigger, except, you have to pay 2 mana for it. But who cares, because you pay for the 2 mana when you're ready to, when you're late enough in the game. We're not getting a Scab Regular back, so I think we're looking for the Component Corrector or the Soul Guide Gryph as our other card in this pack. But yeah, Dennick, 0% chance we pass Dennick. Just wins you too many games. Guild Colors Harvest does not. Sunset Revelry. You have to be losing for this to really help you, and that gives you a lot of limitations on why you would use it. Alright. So, Covert Cutpurse doesn't really work well in this format. There's not many times where you attack, and it doesn't end with you dying or then dying. So, Covert Cutpurse does not work in this format very well. Devious Cover-Up is not where I want to be right now. Not yet. I might pick the Larder Zombie, but Larder Zombie is, just basically saying I am the Dennick blue-white deck 100%. I'm not sure it's a good idea to... I know this card wins games, but I'm not sure that's a good idea to decide that this early. I don't want Sunset Revelry, so it's... But Earn the Accursed, Moongrazer Slash, or Larder Zombie is my 3 picks, really. Really, Moongrazer Slash. I'm going Burn the Accursed because of that splashing that 3rd color theme. I just realized that would be all 5 colors and 3 cards. It'd be a new speed at which that occurs. I'm going to have to decline on you, Old Stick Figures. Like the effect. Old Stick Figures is you play it for 6 mana, it becomes like a 8/8, and it just keeps getting bigger. But it's 2 colors, does not have disturb cards. That would have been funny, just 3 cards, all 5 colors represented. Yeah, I'm going with Beloved Beggar because it's a good card, it works with the Dennick deck. And here's the thing, we could go blue-white, and if we get some expanding terrains, we could splash the Burn the Accursed. We don't have to get that red until turn 5. This could work. As for splashing back, I guess Secrets of the Key, maybe? Maybe Ritual Guardian? Eh. Who cares? We got Beloved Beggar. Odric's Outrider. 4 mana. Just whenever a creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Just fantastic card. Moongrazer Splash for more... I mean, there's just so many good white cards. I'm wondering if white is just super open this time. If so, I'm taking Odric's Outrider. I'm telling everyone else white's gone. But, yeah, Gavany Trapper's great. You've seen how it works. You get into the late game, and you leave 2 mana open and lock down their biggest threat with a 1-drop. It's better than Stun Gold Barrage, it's better than Cattle Trap, but I'm not sure if we're getting all of them back. We might get a white card back in this. It's a lot harder because there's going to be 8 cards removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only going to be 3 cards left. We might get a white card in there. Is a true 5-color deck even viable? Not in this format. There have been formats where 5-color decks work. Kaldheim had a bunch of splash lands that made it viable. But this is not that form. This is not Kaldheim. Yeah, a lot of people love Kaldheim, and when you hear me talk about all this stuff, you see why. The Evolving Wilds would be fantastic to get back. I'm not getting it back, so instead we're going for the Component Collector or Ritual Guardian, because we will only get 2 cards back in this next pack. Or 1. I think this is our last pack. Overwhelmed Archivist keeps working with this Disturb stuff that I really love, and just a good card in general. 3 mana, 3/2 is good. The Disturbed side is also good. Alright. Unblinking Observer. I mean, it's a 2-drop. Could always use more 2-drops. Otherworldly Gaze could actually work in this deck, because I have so many Disturb cards. But I'm going to go with the Unblinking Observer, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, this is the pack, the last pack. I do not see this pack. Again, Drawnir Amalgam, I don't want to get to 3 mana. Also, I just realized Unblinking Observer helps you pay for Disturb cards. Baithook Angler is where you want to be. This is the 2-drop. It's also a 2 mana 2/1. Where this synergizes with Disturb cards, this is a Disturb card. So it's like, this, when you want the Disturb deck, this is another Disturb card for the Disturb deck, where the other is just more value. Like, Baithook Angler is the best of all of those. Revenge of the Drowned, just a really good card. So while they're, like, Homestead Courage might work with synergy, this is basically a removal card. It removes it, and then they end up drawing it afterwards, but it's a 4 mana removal that also gets you a zombie token. And sometimes it removes it for good, sometimes it just removes it. Like, Revenge of the Drowned is amazing, especially since it doesn't put in their grave, so it actually does quite a bit. Alright, so the Component Collector, the Devious Cover-Up. I'm going to put the Devious Cover-Up in the sideboard alongside the Accursed. Possibly go for the Devious Cover-Up deck. Alright. Homestead Courage, Secrets of the Key. So Secrets of the Key is card advantage. I don't really think this deck needs card advantage. I'm going to Homestead Courage or Flare of Faith. We have a lot of humans. So I'm going to go with the Combat Trick. Alright, another Unblinking Observer. Alright. I do like Component Collector over the Blessed... This is actually a deck where Blessed Defiance can work, because I want these creatures to die anyways. Alright, Champion of the Perished. Winterhorn Blessing, if we were able to splash green, would be good. But I think we just go with what colors are available to us. Baithook Angler or Gavany Trapper is basically the question. We are definitely more blue than the other, but we have enough... Yeah, we have enough 2-drops that a Blinking Observer isn't wanted. It's just, do I want a Baithook Angler? Or do I want the Gavany Trapper? That's really it. I think I want the Gavany Trapper right now. Winterhorn Blessing... If I could splash green, that'd be absolutely amazing. I'm not getting this Gavany Trapper back is the main issue. The main reason why I'm not... Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 cards I could force into the deck if I need to. Do I want to speculate into the Winterhorn Blessing? I think the answer is no. It's a really good card, but you need the green. And I already have a Dennick that wants to be played on turn 2. So... Alright. Gavany Silversmith. Larder Zombie. Yeah, I think Silversmith is just a good 4-drop. Drawnir Larder Zombie might actually be really good. Because, yeah, I could throw cards in my grave. It's a good blocker. Gavany Silversmith, of course, it's a white 4-drop that goes well with my creatures. I'll go the Silversmith first, but I do want a Larder Zombie in this deck. That would be nice. Alright, so here's the big question. Soul Guide Grift or Deserted Beach? Because, like, this is actually a deck where Deserted Beach is good. This is actually a deck where Deserted Beach is good. 11, 12, 13, 14 playables if necessary. This allows us to splash a little easier, because we're more likely to get the colors we need when we need it. So I know that's, like, generally a bad decision. I'm taking it. And it looks like we're competing with someone, because we just got every color except for the color that we want. I'll slide the Homestead Courage in here in case we need it. Alright. Sungold Barrage, Cathar Commando, another Blessed Defiance. It does keep me around. It does allow me to trade up. I think we actually... We're going to see if Blessed Defiance is for this deck. If it's for deck, I think it's for this deck. So, we already have 9 creatures. So, yeah, I'm grabbing the Blessed Defiance. We're going to see how that fares. Fading Hope. I like my Fading Hopes. Just instant speed. It's more of a... Like, here's the thing. I could actually use it to bounce my own creatures. Like, I could bounce the Dennick Pious Apparition to protect it and scry 1 in the process. I don't really want the Devious Cover-Ups if I can withhold it. It stops their kind of, like, tricks. It has uses, basically. Candle Trap? 0, 0, 2, 2, 2. Almost everything's 2. I think we go Silversmith because I could put the Silversmith counters on flyers, which makes it much more threatening. Like, putting it on a Baithook Angler sounds great. Alright. Secrets of the Key, I'll put the sideboard, I think. Or Homestead Courage. Yeah, well, let's grab the Homestead Courage. Say we could be a blue... We could be Azorius aggro if we need to be. If we need to be yeah, this is like looking like Azorius aggro, basically. Huh. I don't need more Unblinking Observers. Head-to-Witch Mask is just not for this format, really, is the issue with it. So we'll sideboard a Candle Trap. Larder Zombie. As I said, I want 1 Larder Zombie. Soul Guy Griff. Glad to have it back. We're just, like, needing some top end now, it looks like. Alright. Might of the Old Ways? Or the... Sun Gold Barrage. Could be playable. Alright. Croaky Counterpart. Champlain of Arms seems to be the pick. A lot of green in this pack. We're probably not getting that Cathar Commando, but that's okay. We have the Chaplain of Arms. I do want more white creatures if possible. Burn the Accursed, I might just do that whole sideboarding theme. Okay, hold up. This is a big signal that the person to my left is not green, red, or black. My opponent to my left is competing for the same deck. Okay, I can't splash any of those cards. So, I mean, we're picking the Morning Patrol. But my opponent to my left has to be the same deck, because they chose an uncommon of their colors instead of Tolvar, a Dreadhound, or Defend the Celestis. They have to be, like, red-blue or red-white or something of that nature. Like, there's not many things they could be and not pick those and not be my colors. Alright. I think I'm denying the splash. I think I'm denying the splash. We grab the Kettle Grove Witch. Get myself even more 2-drops. The Homestead Courage, we already have 2. I don't think we need a 3rd. Maybe the Geist Wave. We have 14 creatures already. Yeah, let's grab the Geist Wave. It's a bounce spell, and it could be used to protect and to draw a card in the process. Like, Startle, great, great. As I said, it seems like we're the aggressive deck. Alright. Flip the Switch or Clarion Cathars. I think we go with a Flip the Switch. We don't have many 3-drops. We have 2. So, yeah, I'm good with a Flip the Switch. Evolving Wilds. If we got more Burn the Accurseds, I probably would go with the Evolving Wilds, but we did not. Clarion Cathar is great, but not good enough. Winning in the Air. Stormrider Spirits or Mysterious Tome? I just love me some Mysterious Tomes, I think. Not sure if it fits in this deck. I'm not sure how aggressive we are, how not aggressive we are. Baithook Angler, Firmament Sage, or Ritual of Hope. This is really the big question. How aggressive are we? Oh, it auto-picked a Baithook Angler while I was checking. Alright, well, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Another Soul Guide Griff. Gonna put it on the sideboard for now. I'm gonna knock down an Unblinking Observer. Alright. Component Collector down here. Wow, no one was green. Huh. Pick this for the value. It's an uncommon. Do I want the Consider in my deck? If I want the Homestead Courages, I already have them, so we'll pick that. We got a lot of good cards, but we also have to figure out what cards are good enough to keep because we don't exactly have them. So, like, we have a 23-card deck right now. We do not have enough of any of the other cards to justify a splash. It would be like a single Burn the Accursed. Alright. So right now, this deck has 2 Blessed Defiances over the Homestead Courages. Might want to replace it with the Homestead Courages. Oh, and the Larder Zombie could actually be a trick with the Blessed Defiance. That's pretty cool. Alright. Baithook Angler, Geist Wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. 1, 2. I like having Mysterious Tome and Gavony Trapper around, so good there. Joe the Drowned, Odric's Outrider. I think the weakest card here is Flip the Switch. But I actually want to put in... I want to get one less land. I want to go 16 lands and keep this aggressive. So do we try the Homestead Courage? Do I grab the Devious Cover Up? Yeah. Our color combination was open enough, but the person to our left, or the person to our right, was competing with us for the same deck. So that was an issue. Cattle Trap, it does, if they're on the ground, it stops them, but we're not getting Coven, and this is not a good card if you can't remove their card. I'm going to try a Homestead Courage. You know what? I think, yeah, we're going to try this. I'm going to... Okay, hold up. How many humans? We can actually check here. Human. 11 of my 15 creatures are humans. We also did not get any Organ Hoarders, so that is also an issue we have to deal with. So I could... Do I want the Flare of Faith is a big question. I don't think I'm leaving 2 mana open. Like, in the early game, I'm definitely not leaving 2 mana open. I'll throw the Geist Wave back for a Flare of Faith, and then I'm going to double Homestead Courage, pull out the Flip the Switch, and an Island. There we are. So we look pretty aggressive with 2 Blessed Defiances, 2 Homestead Courages. Like, on the Chaplain it's good, on Dennick it's good. Like, Homestead Courage just seems like it's a good card for our deck. Blessed Defiance seems good enough for our deck. We're trading often enough. Or where, like, the lifelink is going to matter. So we're going to try this. The question is the Fading Hope better than the Geist Wave? Yeah, we're not always going to draw a card from this. We will scry very often with that. I think for value, we already have the Mysterious Tome. Yeah. Yeah, it's like an aggressive value deck, because it has Blessed Defiances and Homestead Courages. But so many of the cards have Disturb. 1, 2. Let's see how many Disturb cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so 7 Disturb cards, and then a lot of flying and, like, that sort of stuff. Alright. We'll try it out. Pineapple MD. Well, we have an unplayable hand right now. Okay. We have Baithook Angler. We can Homestead Courage it. We're throwing back the Soul Guide Grift. 16 lands can hurt. We should be fine, but the 16 lands seems to hurt pretty badly. Oh, my opponent took a mulligan as well. Okay, cool. Makes me feel better about myself. But yeah, Soul Guide Grift, just being a 3/4 flyer, like 3 power flyer, is sometimes, like, good enough. That's why I think the Gale Drift, or whatever it's called, is surprisingly strong. So. Ooh. Baithook Angler. Perfectly fine card to lose. I'm more than happy to trade with the Pestilent Wolf. Let's go. You're not going to trade. I could read you like a book. If they play a land and attack with a Pestilent Wolf, thinking of the same thing, I am happy to have them just do that with their turn 3. Go ahead. Pump your Pestilent Wolf. Great. You spent 5 mana to 1/1 me. I'm going to actually play the Morning Patrol first. Because this thing can be flying in and attacking while blocking. Odric's Outrider, I want something to die for it to trigger, so I don't want to expose it just yet. Alright. I'm going to do this to encourage them to block. And then I could put the counter on the Morning Apparition again. Alright. And then I could play the Hook Haunt Drifter. Keep applying pressure. Alright. Here. Now I feel like we're threatening lethal in a few ways. They're also getting a lot of lands. They're at 6 as well. Okay. We definitely don't want this many lands in this deck. That's why I went to 16, but we're okay as is. There we are. Now we can have Threaten Lethal with 2 different creatures. Thank you, Homestead Courage. Yeah, every last one of my creatures threatens lethal. Thank you, Homestead Courage. The difference is Odric's Outrider has no evasion. So they would need 2 kill spells. Yeah. Just don't get myself blown up. That's all. Just don't play into the Blade Brand Duel for dominance. Alright. A little unfortunate that Overwhelmed Archivist is my first play, but I think I keep it. Alright. We have 5 2-drops that we could draw, but we don't. That's okay. Alright. Draw a card, and we're probably going to discard a land here. Yeah, we only need 1 more land for the rest of the game, basically. So I've discarded a land there. Okay, now that deserves a nice in return. Alright. Lovely trade. What a lovely trade. Right. I mean, yeah, if they play attack with the Archive Haunt, the question is, do I punt, do I block and trade, making the Odric's Outrider stronger, or do I let it through? Alright, we're going to see what they discard, because that could tell us a lot about their deck. Or their hand. Alright. I'm going to let this one through. Could be a mistake, but I think I could accept 2 damage. I get my own draw discard. Yeah, Blessed Defiance will give me a 1/1 spirit that could block the Archive Haunt. Alright. That's why they did it. Makes sense. So I think I start with Fading Hope the Bat, because they don't get it back. Okay, I like this. So I'm going to keep that on top. I'm going to attack with both. Draw the Bait Kingler, immediately discard it. So now we have a 2-1, a 1-2 in our grave. If they double block, a Flare of Faith to kill them both. Alright. Alternatively, I could Blessed Defiance. No, I want Flare of Faith. There we go. Alright, they have to lock down the cemetery to protect themselves. But that means that the creature stays out in a big way. Alright. I think I just attack with both, and we move on from there. Don't need more land. Okay. Startle. Alright. Oh, because it dies. Makes sense. Did not realize that. Like, Odric's Outrider should have triggered. Also, Blessed Defiance gives you a 1/1 white spirit. Where are those? And it was because... Alright. Take your pathetic 2 damage. They have a 1 that deals damage, create a flyer. Yep, Bat Whisper. I'm happy. My 1/2 gets through it. Perfect. They might have some disturb cards, but right now I'm just getting rid of the Larder Zombie, I guess. So they could have a Crawl from the Cellar, so that's why I'm avoiding. If I take out the Bat Whisper, they have another Bat Whisper. Alright. They milled an Unbleak Observer. I want to get rid of the other Blade Scab before it becomes too much of an issue. Force them to pay the mana for Drownyard Amalgam. If they do that. Alright. We are still winning this race because they're dead in 2. Zack and Black is dead in 2 turns. And we are not. Yep. Reason we were attacking like so. Put it on top. They were supposed to wait, because now Odric's Outrider makes this a 4/5. Oh well. People make mistakes. This is a 2/1 first striker. That sounds good. Yep. Just startle that. Yep. Let's get myself my Soul Guide Griv. Definitely too many lands, but we get Gavany Trapper, Larder Zombie. I think we go Larder Zombie first. Anyways, yeah, this... Oh, yeah, definitely go Larder Zombie first. Alright. That stops the Voldaren Steener, unless they have, like, a pump spell. And if they want to use a pump spell to kill my Larder Zombie, you're gonna Blade Brand here? Alright, well, they used the kill spell there, instead of elsewhere. That's good enough for me. This thing's gonna get stopped with a Morning Patrol pretty heavily. Congratulations, you dealt 1 point of damage. I'm dealing 2 back. Oh, hey! Peter Juan, thank you so much for the subscription. I really do appreciate it. I do enjoy having you guys around. Feel free to talk in chat if you want to hang out, ask about anything. Sounds awesome. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Alright. Well, it's just a question of, do they defenestrate that? Yes, they do. Great. Keep dealing your 1 point of damage. It's going to be worthwhile for all the kill spells you're exhausting. This is a human still? Alright. So I can Odric's Outrider attack. And if they block a kill with a bat, I get a 3/5 Odric's Outrider. Otherwise, I get a Homestead. Like, otherwise, I could attack Flare of Faith. But I don't want to use the Flare of Faith on a 1/1 bat. Oof. 1 does add up over time. You are correct in that nature. The problem is, I'm doing 2 in return. Just don't let them do it 20 times. Yep. Congratulations. You found the hole I left for you. Not a good spot for me. Alright. Got the plan. So we're gonna put a Homestead Courage there. Gonna use this to block the Bat Whisperer or force the Purifying Dragon to target it. No. Math it out. I need to spend my mana more faithfully. Alright. So I think I Gavany Trapper and Unblinking Observer. I could save the Flare of Faith, but then I can't play any card, really. Yep. I think I just dumped my hand onto the board. The Purifying Dragon kills my Unblinking Observer, which allows me to buff my Odric's Outrider, so they can't really do anything to my Bat Whisper. Or, so I can take out the Bat Whisper. Alright. Purifying Dragon, what is your plan? Alright. I think I turn this into a 4/6, so even with double pump, they cannot kill Odric's Outrider. Yeah. Do you have a Burn the Accursed? If not, say goodbye to your Voldaren Steener. Alright. So I need 2 mana open to tap down their threats. Alright, I like this. Awesome. Yeah, I want to do this trade. This trade is positive for me. Alright. Book Angler? No, tapping the dragon is more valuable. Moongrazer Slash? Despite being stuck on 4 lands, it doesn't matter. Start by attack with Odrix. See how they respond. I'm saving the Flare of Faith for a combat trick, because they can't win from the position they're in, so trying to go for the lethal is a great way to get blown out. They have something. Burn the Accursed is my guess. Oof. Olivia's Midnight Ambush there. Okay. Kill the hook drifter. Yep. This is a hint that if I draw lands, I am ruined. But we have a 2-drop. We have plays with a 2-drop. We take it. We take those. This could end very badly. I'm not denying that. But I'm going for it anyways. They're considering. They have their own considerations to make. Rotine got a Whale Drifter. Good for them. Alright. Oh! That's bad for me. This is very bad for me. I want to kill that Graph Keeper. I'm willing to trade. They get the 3-1, I get the 1-2. They Homestead Church. Makes sense. Alright, if they don't have anything else with that mana, I think that was a mistake then. I'm going to play my own Homestead Courage to encourage their trade. Or are we back in the stand still? Okay, good. Waiting for your combat trick. Nope. Sounds good. I will play my Hookhunt Drifter. And I actually have the Homestead Courage to keep it nice threatening. Alright. Seekers of the Key, so they have card advantage in the late game. But I think right now they're just going to be playing the 3-1. And then I could double Homestead Courage and get myself a 3-4 flyer to start applying major pressure to them, is my hope. Because, well, they have the card draw and a lot of cards in the grave. Yeah, the part Soulkeeper just was a very powerful play when they got it. But yeah, as I said, as long as we don't draw lands, this doesn't become an issue. We have 7 lands now. This is an issue. Literally just said, as long as we don't draw lands. Two, three, four, five, six, 7. Suddenly, these Blessed Defiances don't seem very good. Alright, well, we're putting it all on one body. This can't possibly go wrong, right? 6. I might just cash in the lifelink now, honestly. Yep. Keep myself healthy. Keep them in danger. They're stuck on lands. I can't stop drawing them. I see. We are now in trouble. Because they just don't do anything this turn. They tap down my Hookhunt Drifter during combat. And we are in trouble. Gab Wrangler doing its job. Two, three, four, five, six. 7 lands versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-lands. And they were all our 1-drops. Every last one of these have been 1-drops. Alright. Definitely a block here. And thanks to the life gain, it's actually making a difference. There we are. Now, the first Blessed Defiance was a mistake. Just playing aggressive like that, I think, was a mistake. But... gosh. And to think we're actually coming through. Land Screw versus Land Flood, usually Land Screw wins. Because Land Screw eventually draws the lands and has all the cards. But with Land Flood, we got just enough cards. Just enough. And that Beloved Beggar really helped. Alright. Oh my god. The 2 damage mattered. Oh my god. The Blessed Defiance have proven their worth. Dennick, a playable Dennick means keep. There you are. Good. Do I attack? They'll block with a Dawnheart Mentor. I'm not blocking. This gives me life. Next turn I get Silversmith or Revenge of the Drowned, depending on what their threats are. I have a Lifelinker. Show me your combat trick. Alright. Close enough. Oh! Forgot about the day and night. Oh well. Alright, so they got rid of the Neonates. Rush. I think it would be too obvious if I didn't block the 4/4. Alright. Alright. I'm going to do something completely obvious. See how they respond. Do you have the Moongrazer Bolt or whatever it's called? Yes or no? That decides this game right now. They don't? Perfect. Let's gain 5 life, kill an untamed pup. They are getting their discards. That's very good for them. No denying that. I think with 6 mana, I let them swing in. If they... Yeah. So they don't want to pump. Okay, good to know. Thanks for making that obvious. They are getting a lot of... So this is card filtering, not card advantage. It's good to know that there are no cards that they are willing to get rid of. 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we're not changing it from night to day, not right now. Alright. Leave them with nothing to play with the Dawnheart Mentor, unless they have a flash card. So if they don't have flash, they wasted 6 mana. Clear shots. Nice. Nice. Yeah, no point in tapping there, so... They have Coven, which makes Dawnheart Mentor a lot stronger. Just with a 4/4. Let's see. Turn 7/7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kill, but I lose 2 creatures in the process. Which one do I want in my grave? Dennick or Chaplain? I'm going just no blocks. I could Revenge of the Drowned on another turn. So, do I want to turn it today? And if I do, is there anything else I want to do? Alright, they can't pump. So if I Homestead Courage Dennick, I can attack for 4. And if they try to do a combat... Yeah, I like this. They try to, like, do some double blocking. I punish. Alright. And I gain 4 life. Awesome. Then I'll double block the Void Beast. If they pump it, I Revenge of the Drowned it. Yeah, whichever they pump, I Revenge of the Drowned. And then I can attack in pretty safely. They have managed to maneuver me into a bad spot, and yet this life gain has kept me in the game. Despite it all. Alright. 7 mana, double red. You can now use Shadow Beast Sighting, so I want to force you to use Dawnheart Mentor. I can't exile their cards. That's actually kind of funny. Alright. I could turn this into a 5/6 attack they do get to trade out. They do get a trade out of it all. Yeah. So if I turn this to a 5/6 attack, I get to kill the Ween Shredder by die. And then I get to play the Pious Apprentice. Or I get to exile a card in their grave. Which will be the clear shot, in case anyone's wondering. Tough calls all around. This Dawnheart Mentor is about to become a major threat. I have it. Alright. So I'm going to do this. The only way they kill Dennick here is if they block with Ween Shredder and the 4/4, I'm pretty sure. And then I get to kill the Ween Shredder so that Soul Guide Griff can get in freely. Or they just don't block. Okay. Well, let's turn it back to day. They do get the discard, but they do turn that into a 1/2 now. 1/4 now. Dennick has brought me all the way to 26 health, so they could use their Dawnheart Mentor attacks, and I could just take the beating and not care. Which is pretty nice. But yeah, Dawnheart Mentor plus Obsessive Astronomer actually makes a really good value engine. They turn it back to night. I'm wondering if I can mill them. They only discarded one card there. And yeah, I'm holding up a lot of combat tricks. I'm holding up a lot of threats for them to have to deal with. I can actually put on full control. Make sure that they really think that's a threat that I just drew. Opponent's going a little slow. Not surprised. We made a complicated board state. And that if that Ween Shredder ever taps down, we have quite the opposition. Well, we're at board stall, and they're going to deck before we do. Yeah, the 26 health from just the life linking. Oh. Thank you, Auto Tapper, for tapping properly. No attacks. If it wasn't for them having the ability to pump, I'd attack into that. Come on, put full control on. Alright. I want them to actually try to... Alright, so I'm not going to put full control on this time. And that way they think it was a counterspell that I was holding. Actually, Blessed Defiance gives me the full control anyways. Also, Chaplain of Arms with Blessed Defiance will allow me to kill the beast if I want. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I bounce the Wing Shredder, I'm going to use it as a combat trick. Alright. So yeah, if they attack, I blow them out. If I attack, they blow me out. And while we wait, they deck themselves 3 turns before I deck myself. Yeah. No, 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 no. Not yet. Not quite time yet. Yeah, if it wasn't for the Wing Shredder, this game would already be over. Question is, do I even want to use it? The large zombie can obviously get me through my deck, but I'm not sure. Alright, so what I can do is I can scare them using it. So, large zombie, zombie, and blinking observer. Here's what I could do to scare them. I can decline. There we go. That should scare them out. That should scare the living daylights out of them. They now know I declined removing the card on top of my deck. They have 10 lands. This is the most absurd board stall I have ever seen. Torturous Troop, X equals 3. Alright. They have inevitability now. Buffing the Festival Crasher? That's actually intimidating. Yeah, I'm now actually intimidated by them doing that. They still have enough mana to pump. I can Homestead Courage, attack. And that will turn it into 7 attack? Okay. They will have the ability to discard and draw. I did reveal a lot of my hand with that move. Alright. We kill the Wing Shredder. We are. So they do get discard 2 of their lands to draw 2. But we are now very much in the driver's seat. And we have 34 health to leverage for this position. Yeah, those 2 lands could have allowed them to double trigger with Coven, which might have helped them break through the stall. This stall, they had to have noticed that this stall was positive for me, correct? Neonates Rush. Losing that person. Yeah, sure. A little unfortunate, but we'll accept. Another Festival Crasher. They have very few turns to start swinging in. Do I want the startle? They're gonna deck themselves before I deck myself. That sounds great, actually. So if they have some burn spells to help deal with this flying menace of theirs. No sneaky reach. There we are. And we basically have 3 lethal attackers. Thank you, Odric. Well, this is their last turn to swing in. They have double Dawnheart Mentor triggers, which sounds threatening until you realize I have 33 health and a Fading Hope. Yep. Math is for blockers. Math is for blockers. Alright. So let's see. Chaplain of Alms. Blocks and kills the 1/1. 5/6 blocks and kills. Yeah, I'm gonna block kill the Contortionist troop there. 2/1 blocks. Let's see. 2/3. 1/3 blocks the 1/1. Chaplain of Arms goes and blocks the Snarling Wolf. Blocks the 2/3. Blocks the 1/3. Blocks the 2/4. And then we'll double block here, I guess. Try to think of any sort of combat trick they can use to make this positive for them. Oh, 4/4 doesn't get blocked. Just realized. I mean, I have lethal, so I'm not going to use Fading Hope unless I lose lethal. Stolen Vitality. Alright. That's 6 damage, and that's blocked by the Bait Hook Angler. Alright. That one's now it's more threatening. That's why they were pumping those guys up. Yeah, I think I then just bounce the Festival Crasher. Alright. Yeah, I'm bouncing the 13 attack Festival Crasher, definitely. Alright. Good game. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. We're gonna see what... So we get knocked all the way down to 17 health. No, 22. We go down to 22 health. And we buff the Cotton Drifter. Yep. We win board stalls. I know how to play board stalls. No plays. Have two turns to draw a blue. Alright. It's a question of, is it the Homestead Courage or the Flare of Faith that I throw away? That's it. Silversmith stays, Bait Hook Angler. Flare of Faith can be used almost instantly to turn the Bait Hook Angler into a kill spell. Well, got a better one. They need a response. Suddenly, the Homestead Courage looks a lot better, and I'm really disappointed that I kept the Flare of Faith. That was my fault. I think they're considering sacrificing the Gavany Trapper to eat alive it. And if nothing happens here, I Mysterious Tome because I need the card draw for the land. Yep. I need to get the card draw for the land, so I'm okay taking 2 damage and just using this Mysterious Tome now. Because I need to draw a land off the top, and if I don't, I need to solve problems other ways. Alright. So they're doing this because they're playing a 2-mana draw card, yep. And they're looking for the Eaten Alive in their deck. That's why they kept the black up. Yep, just make sure they're tapping the right colors. No land. Oh. Well, Dennick's doing its job. Like, I'm already at 22 health. Like, I'm winning these trades. Flesh Taker's going to become a big threat. Yeah, I'll block the Search Party Captain. I'm no fool. Alright. So I like this. So I could attack with Dennick if they don't tap it down. Alright, they tap it down. I can Bait Hook, and I could tap down their Flesh Taker in return. Or I could tap down their Gavany Trapper. Yeah, not getting the 4th land hurt. Oof. I think they got the kill spell. Yep. Live. Oh, they just paid 5 for it. I'm gonna tap down their Search Party Captain. I want them to kill their Flesh Taker. They can't use their Gavany Trapper anyways. Turn late, buddy. Right, yeah, I think having a 2/4 Larder Zombie is actually more valuable right now. So I can draw a card, Bait Hook Angler another time. Alright. Whew. Force the combat tricks. Let's see them. If they just sacrifice the Flesh Taker, that's perfectly fine. They do not have Coven, so I'm not worried about the Ritual of Hope being a blowout. They would need to have the 2-mana 3/1 Flash creature as well. So odds are they're literally just sacrificing the Flesh Taker. Alright. So they had 1 kill spell. And they lost their other creature. Ah, there's the last piece of the puzzle. I'm going to actually start by drawing a card here. Land's coming at the inopportune time. Such is life. If they want to trade with their 2-1, I'm happy. Nope. Okay. I am technically winning this race. I do have the card advantage, but I do not have the board state. So yeah, I was really waiting for Homestead Courage Flare of Faith turn to like I block with a Flesh Taker, they buff their Flesh Taker to keep it alive. I Flare of Faith, not only do they... okay. Six damage. If I block the Search Party Captain, it forces another combat trick, or just saves me 2 health. Forces them to sacrifice with Flesh Taker. That's an okay trade on my book. Ah, I see. And they have to tap down with Gavany Trapper, so... yeah, because they have to tap down with Gavany Trapper, I'm not going to play any tricks right now. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to think, do I tap down the Gavany Trapper or the Soul Guide Grift? That's basically my big question. Because if I tap down the Gavany Trapper, that allows me to actually swing in, but then they just block with a 1/1, and I'm out of luck. Yeah, I'm going to tap the Gavany Trapper so I can do it on another turn. Yep. I just realized they could sack their 1/1 to prevent my Blessed Defiance from getting its trigger. So I'm dead. I'm out of this game, I think. If they're smart, I'm out of this game already. Yep. Yep. Gosh darn it. Alright, well, the Fading Hope, I think, keeps me alive. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. If they're not paying attention, this keeps me alive. They do have to worry about combat tricks I might have other than Fading Hope. But yeah, if I just bounce the Flesh Taker, I'm playing to lose. I have to play to them making a mistake so that I can win. But yeah, Gavany Trapper just doing the work and then some. Yep. They knew how to play around it. Gavany Trapper, amazing card in this format. Just all of that. And then some. Yeah, the Gavany Trapper, just when I'm not drawing creatures, the ability to tap down a creature just exacerbates the issue. Big F. Oh well. You can't win every single game. I mean, you can, but the statistics are low. Gotta draw a creature, and even then, I don't think it saves me. Tap down Soul Guide Grift. Return of Revenge of the Drowned, this one. We're alive for another turn, so I'm going to leverage that. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth. I mean, we're basically dead, and we've been basically dead for a while now. Yeah. This was not our game. And that's okay. I'm just making a show at this point. There is 0 cards that could save me from this position. There is one, but it's a board clear, and he can't play around it anyway, so he's not going to. I'm going to let them actually do the killing blow. I'm going to be nice to them. Yep. Thanks. Yeah, it was that early missing the lands, and then, like, they don't have a bad deck, but also it was just us missing the lands at the early game. That was really punishing, like, horribly punishing. Alright. Sometimes. Glad to get the land failure out now. Big Bird. Opponent comes from Sesame Street. Well, we have a Morning Patrol. We have our 2 combat tricks. I think I might pull out a Blessed Defiance. Get ourselves another creature if I can. But we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm playing that now because if I draw a 1-mana white creature, I want to be able to respond. This is the opposite. These are either big cards that are not lands. This is the opposite of what I want to draw. Yeah, I think I play the Morning Patrol that can block the Candle Cove Witch and the Search Party Captain. And then I'll grab an Overwhelmed Archivist, which can block the Voldaren Steeners later. Yeah. We still have 16 lands. We didn't reduce our land count. Alright, now I don't block. Or I just get killed. Okay, that's a way to not block, to just not be in the play. Well, we are facing an aggressive deck. We had a slow curve, and we didn't draw lands. And we didn't draw lands. That's impressive in its own right. We need to stop what damage we can. So that's why I'm taking this block, even though it's negative. Alright. I think I Unblinking Observer, block the 3/2, and use Blessed Defiance to keep myself alive. Otherwise, it's Dennick and Homestead Courage could have worked. Alright, at least this way I make a little 1/1 to block. They just attack with all. Block the most damage, and I'm still dead on board. Wow! How many draws did I have for those lands? So all 3 lands were in my starting hand. All 3 lands are in my starting hand. And 5 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 cards. 13 cards shown, only 3 were lands. And they were the starting lands. Yeah, whenever you draw only lands or only non-lands, becomes an issue unless you, like, literally started your... Yeah. Alright. Well, they knew I was too strong. The only way they could kill me is by coming at my lands. I have a Fading Hope to scry. I am counting on you, Fading Hope. Baithook Angler, you have bested the Fading Hope in this strategy of desire. Alright. I would really like if these 3 lands are not the only lands I draw this time. I will be Fading Hope a 3-drop, just so that I can get my land drop. Never mind. I'd rather not discard a card for Fading Hope. Probably should have left up to block instead. Ugh. Crunch. Alright. Gavany Silversmith actually blocks the Graveyard Trespasser successfully, because the 3/4 and the 3/2 means they only kill 1. Alright. I could hopefully pull my way out of this. The Blessed Defiance, attacking instead of leaving up to block, I think was a mistake. They seem to have a defenestrate by the way they're hovering over my creatures. I'm confident enough that they have defenestrate that I will not be blocking. Never mind. Ooh, I think scrying is really strong. That's because it is. Hey, all right. Odric's Outrider. Attack here. Offer the obvious trade, because obvious trade is obvious. They are going to be able to eat my Bait Hook Angler with a Graveyard Glutton. I am accepting that fate. But I get a double block and kill the Graveyard Glutton through a Defenestrate. Oof. Not in the best spot. Not in the best spot. No, sir. If they attack, I'm assuming they have Defenestrate because they're not going to just trade their 4/4 for creature. So I'm going to double block. Yep. So they can exile 2 creatures. I'm going to let them do their kill shot, and then I'm going to Blessed Defiance. My plan. Alright. They actually didn't. Okay. Well, they're waiting for me to buff up Odric's Outrider before they Defenestrate it. Fair enough. Yeah, Graveyard Trespasser just gave them too much value. Notice how they have 7 cards in hand, and our board state has not changed too much. They only have mono black. I don't think there are mono black. Very few mono decks, so I think this person is getting land ruined. So I have to think positive with that. Crawl from the cellar. Alright. Either way, my 4/6 can start gaining the through. If they just play the Graveyard Trespasser, it flips back to day. So they do get to exile more. But it's now day. I get to equalize the race. And I get to remove this Stormkirk Blood Thief or the Crawl from the Cellar. I think it's just better to take the Crawl from the Cellar. Yep. Now I have a 3/4 to block the 3/3. If they do a Pump or a Olivia's Midnight Ambush to try to get the sneak on me, I get a Blessed Defiance. Tough game. Tough game. No way out. Alright, I'm just going to Blessed Defiance now. Just to make sure they can't really swing in. Yeah, it's a race at this point. And there's their other colored land, which means suddenly they have all the resources. So the Soul Guide Grift needs to carry me to victory. Which is really tough with that Graveyard Glutton in there. Definitely some misplays I played, I'm certain of it. But only can handle what you got. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yep, as many lands as non-lands. But I accept that. That's more acceptable. I can accept my land distribution this time. And yeah, I got 5 wins before we got to this point, so okay if lands start going haywire now. The Glutton has Ward. They have Olivia's Midnight Ambush. Wait, no, if they have the Olivia's, they just kill the Odric's Outrider right now. I was gonna say. The question is, do they exile their own creature? Or are they that certain they'll get another Crawl from the Cellar? So now we throw in lethal. We throw in lethal, theoretically. Bat Whisper. Alright. And the 4/6 can't get killed anyways, so we're gonna go like that. Yes, I'm killing them before the Graveyard Glutton can kill me, so... Yep. Nullify that turn. Have my threats spread out. If they kill Odric's Outrider, I get Gavny Silversmith to become strong. Soulguide Griff is constantly threatening lethal. We are putting them on a clock, but they are not, like, in the gutter. So, definitely an issue. I get a block the Decaying token, so they cannot use that to leverage for their win condition. Remember, another creature dies, but +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay. Yeah, Necrosynthesis just... Alright. So that means we'll become a 5/5. So, I think I need a 5/7. If they attack with Graveyard Glutton, they lose. That was a bad tap. That did not matter. Alright. So I can put it on double on this, and then I guarantee deal 3 damage. I like this slightly better because it holds up the Homestead Courage for another turn. Thren's lethal, so they have to block with Graveyard Trespasser anyways. This actually deals more damage than the alternative of just pumping up Odric's Outrider to insane degrees. And this leaves up the Homestead Courage as a combat trick later. Yep. So they do get to basically scry for a kill spell, but now I have 2 lethal threats. And a Homestead Courage to pump it afterwards. So, this should be enough? Or they could wipe the board. This is currently tap target non-land permanent. Okay. So I can tap down my Beloved Beggar if they do not have a response. So that Vanquish of the Hard was necessary for them to keep going. Alright. Get tap down the Flesh Taker. I will be pumping my Beloved Baker into a 1/5 and attacking in. Don't question that. Start with this. Alright. Threat lethal once more. And we want to get rid of the Graveyard Trespasser, so they can't bring that back. And of course, we are happy blocking with Beloved Baker 13 times a day, 7 days a week. Really like this Mysterious Tome Chilling Chronicle. Could use it aggressively now. Alright. We managed our way through this, I think. They do have 4 cards, so they could just have good cards and be blowing us out. But I have a feeling that one or two of these are a land. And none of them have flying. One might be a Defenestrate, and they really don't want to Defenestrate the Beloved Beggar. Yeah, I think it's a Defenestrate, a land, whatever they drew, and I guess it's Mask. Gosh. That's the one card that could get me out of this situation. Oh wait, no. They need another land. So if they have a land, then if I was correct in them having a land, then this gets them out of this. Then they're out of this situation. They don't have the land. They can't sacrifice with Flesh Taker. Yes, I will kill your Flesh Taker. Feel free to draw cards. Lethal with Beloved Beggar, people. Not the Spectre afterwards. The Beloved Beggar. So they didn't have... What could be those last 3 cards? It's not a land. What could be those last 3 cards? Huh. Wait, is this the Pro Jared? I mean, we have Gavany Trapper into Beloved Beggar, but we need to draw a blue after. But if we draw an island, and we have some draws at it, we're in good shape. I wonder if this is the Pro Jared. I'll have to watch that channel, check it out. Well, we had 3 draws out of land. Next draw is our 3rd draw. If we miss, we technically still have Tapper Traps, but... Ooh, Ominous Roost. Good card. Good card. Alright. Now, which 3-drop do I play? I think it has to be Morning Patrol. I could also... No, I can't Bait Hook Angler Larder Zombie. Alright. That bird's gonna be the word. That's the question of whether or not I can beat this deck. Bait Hook Angler is gonna really help, though. Yeah, I've just decided if I'm going Mysterious Tome, I'm putting too little tempo. I need to keep applying some pressure. Yep. Bird goes in. Weapon comes out. Ooh. Alright. I could turn this to a 3-4, force a double block, or just have a threat, basically. Yeah, I like that. Just keep applying pressure. They can double block to trade. Nice. Like, legitimately nice. Well, we do have our Morning Apparition to help stop them, but they're getting their Airborne tax in. Ah, the Soul Guide Grift. The land. They're holding up a Drowned Block. Got 24 health, man. I think I just Bait Hook Angler and tap down the Hook Haunt Drifter. They're holding up. I'm not playing too deeply into the 4-mana hold up. Yeah, that Blessed Defiance blew me out. Well done, Pro Jared. Well done. Oh, over here. Tapping down the 2-3. And they're trying to just take out my health, as would be expected. Well, if I'm going to die to someone, I'm happy it's Pro Jared. I'm not sure this is Pro Jared, but I'm happy if it is. Land. I can Morning Patrol Larder Zombie, but I think the Soul Guide Grift is just better right now. Oof. Not in a good spot. Not in a good spot. Yep. Well, I could stop them from attacking with the Patrician Geist. Probably. Yeah, just flying in the air is so powerful in this format. So next turn, if I don't draw anything significant, I think I Mysterious Tome. I mean, obvious block is obvious. Obvious damage is apparent. Yeah, if I flip it, I'm in trouble again. So, gonna go with the Mysterious Stone play. So their plan is if they can flip Moonrage Brute again, they put me in a very bad spot. As they kill my Soul Guy Griff, basically. Oof. Very close. I might be able to come back from this, but it's... Oh, wait, no, they have lethal right now. If they realize that they have lethal right now, I'm holding up like I have a Nebelgast Intruder, perhaps, but... Alright. There is a card I can draw that can save me. Blessed Defiance. I did not draw it. Oh, well. We lost to Pro Jared. I'm happy that that's where the loss was. Good job, Pro Jared. Get your 7 wins in. I'm at 6-3. I'm happy. So the Blessed Defiances did all right. I think having 4... I think my problem wasn't the Blessed Defiances. It was 4 combat tricks. Like, this wasn't the issue. It was this plus... Yeah, so let me explain. The issue wasn't this. It was this plus that plus that. This was my issue. 5 combat tricks. But... like, even then, not bad. 6 combat tricks. Cool. But yeah, I think I just loaded too much on combat tricks. Probably could have popped out a Homestead Courage and grabbed a creature. Then again, none of these creatures. The flip switch, sure. Don't know, but I think that was... where my failures, it was due to just... an influx in combat tricks and not in creatures and the like. Nonetheless, we did real good. 2 6-3 drafts today, and we'll continue on another day. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.